Because what's up, my beautiful butterflies? Y'all come on in the building. Y'all said I owed y'all some time. Well, here I am. Where are you? Nothing but time on my hands. Work week is over. It's the weekend, baby. Come on in. Let's talk about it. Whoa, it's been a week from hell. Only 4 days. Remember, we had Labor Day off, and it's still been a week from hell. Yes. I mean, living now is just out of control. Just trying to get up and enjoy your life every day. Trying to be happy. Not bothering nobody. Really don't want nobody to bother you, but I don't know. It appears that when life gets like this, you're being tested. Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna move over here so I can see who's coming in the door. I'm coming home a little bit early because I'm going to bed early tonight. I ain't trying to stay up late for nothing and nobody. Get some glasses here. Take my shoes off while I'm doing this. What's up, Steve? How's it going? Hope life is good. Ooh, I gotta take my shoes off, y'all. I can't take it. I've been had them on since about 5 this morning. Normally I come home in the middle of the day, take my shoes off. But today, I didn't take the time to come do it. I was running errands in the middle of the day. But let's go back to the middle of the day, the live I did. And y'all saw what happened. Now I want y'all's input on this. What's up, Kendra? Hey, Ms.V in chat. Let me get some glasses on because I sure can't see. Hold on. What you saying, Kendra? They need to be clean. You thought I was in jail for a second? Uh-uh. I ain't in jail. I ain't never been there. Whoever said it, I ain't trying to go. What's up, Miss Joy? Hey, Libra 4, how are you? Dragging my ass doing this bedroom. That's tomorrow. I figured out if I do anything today, it's going to be messed up. All I want to do is get in the bed today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not. I ain't been up there to see. I came down here straight to the computer room. Was going to get on the computer and give out the gifts because I keep forgetting it and the month passes so fast. Then I come down here and both computers are down. I'm like, okay. That's the way I take it now. It's like, okay. Let me see what somebody said up here about the jail. Where you at, boo? I thought you was in jail. In the computer room. Well, in one of the business rooms. Right now. It's two ladies out there studying or doing something in a big room. So I decided to come in one of the big business rooms. Is the chat coming in clear? It should be clear in here. Because I should be on their Wi-Fi. That's still a troubling issue. But I ain't gonna let it be. Okay, let's move on down here. I done had the stuff since Monday. It's okay. You get to it when you get to it. I don't learn. I don't be rushing behind nothing and nobody no more. I can't do it. It's too many things be hitting me. Hey, Lily, and one behind another. Y'all see it? It's really clear. That's good. It's very good lighting in this room. Y'all been in this room before. It's just one of the business rooms. Yeah, that's where I am. Not in jail. Y'all think jail look like that? The jails that I visited in North Louisiana when my brothers were working up there, they ain't look nothing like this. Old, run down, raggedy. When you first walked in, it looked good, but behind the scenes, where they actually lock you up back there, they still had a block in the floor where they used to hang people in the Ouachita Parish Sheriff's Department on South Grand Street in Monroe, Louisiana. You never would have known unless you went back there in that part of the jail. But when my brother first started off, he was a jailer, and that's what he did. Um, we got some trolls coming in. I don't care. Y'all come right on in. Um, hey Vanessa, you hit the like button. I appreciate that. Before you moved to the picture, the wall was blank and it had an echo. Oh, when I moved over where I could see who's coming in the door. I don't know about y'all, but I always like to be facing the door. When I walk into a room, it's a couple of things I'm gonna look for in that room. One is where are the exit signs? If anything break out in there, I want to know how I'm gonna get out of there. You might not can get out the front door. So is there a back door? Is there a side door? Can I cut through the kitchen? Um, Another thing I want to see is where are the bathrooms? You probably gonna have to go to it, so where are the bathrooms? As soon as the lady comes to the table before I order my food, I need to know where the bathroom is. It's just certain things I've practiced all my life and they just set in stone now. I will let the trolls stay until they get on my nerves. Okay, Sting, I appreciate that. That's me. I don't like to be away from an exit and I like to see my surroundings. Miss Joy saying that's true. And when you've been around for a while, you probably didn't care too much about that in your 20s, 30s. But by the time I hit 40, it's certain things that I did different, because I gained a little bit, acquired a little bit more knowledge about things. And I was seeing life for what it really was, or what it really is. And man, I wasn't trying to be doing all that old crazy stuff. But I think y'all saw the live I did at lunchtime with the lady. Now, we went in there this morning, and school was like, they need all of our information, for our W-4s or W-2s, whichever one it is. I always get them confused. And we're in the new building, so it's like I need y'all to imagine just a big square room with desks down the side of the walls with computers, two rows of computers going this way. There's a file cabinet for all the monitors, books, and that's all that's in that room. The sign is already up for days saying that we would meet with this supervisor today because she needed all the information in today to give it to HR. Now, y'all know I got off the live because it was buffering. And also, she said to me that I was rude. Well, this is how it all started. After I got off the bus, I cleaned my bus. I walked back through transportation and into the computer room. And she said be there for 9 o'clock. Well, I didn't clock out and clock back in. That's a new stupid thing they want you to do now. So they can differentiate the time and justify the overtime. There was no reason for me to clock out when I came straight from working on one thing as a monitor and going in there to do my paperwork for her. You missed the live. Please catch the replay. Hey, Tajista, how you doing? Did I miss anybody else? So anyway, yes, I caught some of it. Okay. I was always taught never sit with your back to the window or the door. You're not gonna see what's coming for you. So anyway, this co-worker, now we worked together for all last year and this year. Sit at the table and talk every day. But I have noticed a change in her behavior this year. It's something going on internally with her. She's not that same person she was last year. She's much more vocal this year, and it's a I don't give a damn attitude with her. That's what I picked up on. Amen. Never have your back towards the door. You right, Vanessa? Um, so I'm in there. I've logged on, and you have all of the topics that you need to cover, sign, and click that you're done, and it goes straight to HR from you. Okay? So I'm on the second one, which is tax information. So, on that sheet that you have to fill out, all of your personal business is on there. They want your name, they want your address, they want your telephone number, um, they want your social security number, they want your school ID number, they want even first, middle, maiden, or last name, all of them. They highlighted. When you get down to the bottom and you haven't filled in all the stuff they want you to fill in, it clicks up highlighted. So you got to go back and redo it again and find what you haven't done. So I'm on that part, and I see her when she comes in. She's behind me where the picture is, and I don't pay her too much attention. I'm kind of slumped over like this, one hand, getting it done. I had 6 of them to do. And so I see her standing there. I could feel somebody was behind me. So I turned around. It was her. And the room is a little bit crowded because people are making circles around to the file cabinet to put their things up, that pertain to the school because it's time to clock out. To find out after I got off the live, I confronted her. You confronted me. I'm on my live, and you telling me I'm rude, and these people don't know what's going on. So that's the story. And so I confronted her when we got off the live. I was like, you are obviously upset with me, but I should be the one upset with you. Hey, T Hall, how you doing? And she was persistent that I was rude. Okay, fine. I've established that much. But let's get to why you feel I was rude. Because I turned to her after she had put her book up. She came back and stood behind me again. And she's sitting there reading my information. Thank you, Vanessa. I appreciate that. I did that up myself. And it's not even any pins in it. I just tucked the hair up under hair. I appreciate that. So I asked her a question. I said, do you realize that information that I was putting in there is my NY personal information that has nothing to do with you or nobody else in this room? Kendra said, all your damn personal business. I would have been real rude. But I mean, I don't even think I came across rude. I just turned to her and I said to her, I said, excuse me, but this is my personal business I'm putting in here. I'd appreciate it if you not be looking in the computer while I'm finishing up my work. And she took that as rude. The reason she took it as rude is because I called her out on what she was doing. She didn't have no intentions of me saying anything. She thought she was just going to sit there and be nosy and be off all in my personal business and my social security number and everything. No, you're not. So I flipped the script on her and I asked her, I said, you put yourself in my shoes and let me stand over your shoulder and look at your personal information. And I bet you I wouldn't be so rude then, would I? Well, I didn't even know what she was doing. She still got an attitude. I said, well, you saw the sign saying what we were going to be doing in here and what time we were supposed to be in here and who we were supposed to meet in here. So you knew what was going on. To find out, she didn't do it. She didn't do it last year. She didn't do it this year. She does not put anything down. They don't take nothing out of her check at all. I found that very strange. So I said, okay, you're all off in my business. Let me get in yours. So you don't file taxes or you just pay at the end of the year? No, you don't have to pay. My husband is a pastor. So that right there said it all. You were being nosy because you had no right to even be in this room if you're not on the computer and you're not filing any income tax for deductions. Why are you in here? You're in here being nosy. I called you out on it. The room was full. It pissed you off because you got caught. This ain't no young person. This lady is well off. She's probably 67, 68 years old. And that might be giving her some years. She might be my age for all I know. But all week long, I've been preaching about that's the world we live in. Yes. It got away with me so bad until all the while I was sitting there on the bus this evening with the kids. I was thinking, you just don't know people. You don't have a clue who people really are. Unless they've been in your life all your life. All these newfound people that's trying to be a part of your life, I suggest you tell them hello and goodbye. People these days ain't even saying that, so just keep it moving. Let's see what y'all are saying. Hey, Scuba, I see you in here. Okay, I'm going back up here. Hey, Elaine and Vanessa. That's just two no's. I have one around me like that. I ain't never met nobody like these people I meet in late days. Kendra, never in life. Out here on this tube and in real life, I've been meeting some hellacious people here in the last few weeks or so. Vanessa's agreeing with me, right, Ms.V? Art is in the building. Good evening, ladies. Happy Friday to you as well. Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Art of Mine 559. Welcome. You're not wrong, Ms.V. Keep them out of your business. They got to. My business ain't their business. I mean, ever since December out here on the tube, people been in my business or trying to get into my business. And it's like, why is my business so important to y'all? Do y'all hear me coming out here saying anything about these people's business? Because I don't care. I have enough business of my own. I cannot express that enough. What's going on, Lily? It doesn't matter what you were doing. No, it doesn't. She shouldn't have been standing over my shoulder and wilding out because I called her out. Hey, Scuba, most of us would have said sorry and walked away. Sounds like they just salty. I don't know what the problem is. And then when I was walking back into school, in the building, the transportation building, she was a couple of feet ahead of me. And I knew she had an attitude because we usually get out the car at the same time and we'll walk up at the same time. I don't ever discuss my business with none of them folks down there. First of all, they all live in the same little city, town together. They all know each other. They all in each other's business. They all gossipy. They all nosy. But I didn't see her like this. She's always talking about church. She's always talking about, well, I didn't know her husband was a pastor. You know, she always talking about going there. She's always talking about events she go to and stuff like that. And that's our conversation. Or maybe about the kids, because she subbed on my bus last year when I got injured. So she knew some of the kids from last year. But I don't know. Got away with me. Oh my God, she's such a devil. Yes, but Vanessa, I never saw her like that, but I'm telling you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. She probably is jealous of you, Lady V. But why are people jealous of me? I don't get that. I'm probably the most humble person that you will ever meet. Regardless to what I've had, what I got. I don't flaunt it. I'm just me. And I've been this way all my life. You cannot come out here for a year and 6 or 7 months and the real you don't come out sooner or later. Have I changed since I've been out here? I came out here supporting everybody. They decided they were going to turn on me. Why? It does make you question it. You go on their panels, you ask them, what did I do to you? They can't tell you. You supporting that page, you got them over here moderating. All of a sudden you find out this person ain't never like you. I can't front with people like that. If I don't care for you, I don't care for you. And you ain't got to be bothered with me because I'm not coming around you. I'm not going to say anything about you because I'm not thinking about you. Hey, Scuba. It's a lot of people like that. They want to know everything about you. I got folks wanting me to write a book about my life. I will write a damn cookbook. I know that's right. I've had people ask me, oh, your life is so interesting. You should write a book. This is the book out here on YouTube. What you don't find out here on YouTube, then, okay, chronologically put it in order and write your own book about me. How about that? But I want my proceeds. I ain't giving up no money, okay? I spent 6 months minding my own business and 6 months leaving yours alone. Exactly. I don't get why I would waste so much time and energy on none of y'all's life. I don't care about that. You know what I care about? The love and care that you show me and I show you. That's it. Where you live, what you got, where you going, where you been. If you want to tell it, create you a channel and get out there and talk about it. That's it. Because I really don't care. No more than you care about mine. When you're a grown person. And then people these days, they're not happy for you at all. Not at all. If you got an inch, a tiny little bit more than them, it upsets them. They don't care nothing about you worked all your life. They don't damn sure don't care about you working 20 years of graveyards. It's sad. I just don't understand. I thought I had life down, baby. Not this one here. I'm living right now. She's the rude for not minding her business. That's what I thought. And that's what I told her. I said, you put yourself in my shoes. Let me stand over your shoulder and look at your personal information. You wouldn't like that, would you? She calmed on down then. And I just moved my stuff on down a little bit further on the table. Started talking to the man across from me. It's a Hispanic man, and we talk across at the table at each other all the time. He's bus driver, but he's a mechanic by trade, born in Mexico City. He's a very interesting person to talk to. So we be talking more, and that might be a problem to her because it was always just me and her. And now, I include him in the conversation. Who knows? That's what they do. Pretend to be your friend. And then when shit hit the fan about a situation, they turn on you at a drop of a dime, even turn against you with an enemy, period. Well, it ain't doing no good. I'm still here. I'm still living my life. And I got to the point where I'm tired of trying to figure out what's wrong with these people other than immature, child is sick, ain't got a life. I can think of a whole lot of things wrong with them. Yeah, they got to do better. You got to grow up for one thing and realize like your life ain't life. And if that's all you got to do, hit that like button says thing. Super chat, super stickers are available. And my cash app is $ Vietta Brown. And I do appreciate this week, the super stickers, super chats, and the cash apps were off the chain. Thank you very much. I do appreciate you. Good evening, Homestyle. How you doing, sugar? Good evening, Ms.V. and everyone here in the chat. You handle it well, Ms.V. when you mind the business that pays you. Lots of people don't like you. It's crazy. I stay to myself. I don't get that, Homestyle. Why I would love to have everybody that mind their business in my life or passing through my life. I just don't get that. Why would you be upset because a person minds their business? Now I know out here on the tube, drama sells, and everybody in everybody's business out here. But that's not me. I'm not finna take the time to dox you. I don't care to do that. I got other things that take up my time that's much more interesting than you. Sooner or later, if you watch them long enough, you'll see everything they got. You'll see everything they doing and everything they saying. There ain't no need for no doxing. I don't know who started that shit out here, but that need to stop too. That's people's personal lives. Um, you're the same person to me. Keep doing you. Thank you, Pepper. It's a mess, Ms.V. I have to bring it to y'all because I feel like, am I the only one in this place that's going through all these changes with all these messed up people? And why are they so eager to be off into my life? I don't get it. You looking good. Thank you. After working all day and been up since I think I got up at 4:15 this morning. They can have more than you and still be jealous of you. Kendra, I hear you, but again, ain't none of that shit making no sense to me. Why would a person have more than you and be jealous of you? Now that sure don't make no sense to me. If I was a jealous kind of person, I think I'd be jealous of somebody who had more than me. And no, that don't make sense to me either. Because there are a lot of people I've met in life who had more than me, but I was attracted to them to try to find out how they got there. It would do me no good to hate them because I could never be in that circle. You'll be surprised at the people who have more than me who have helped me to get to where I needed to go. I never will forget when I first started in the beauty business. I think I told y'all about Jackie. She owned Jackie's House of Curls in Texas City. Caucasian lady, probably at that time she was in her mid to late 40s. And she just took me under her wings. I walked in there one day and asked her if she had any spaces for rent. I wanted to work in her shop. I wanted to do everybody's hair who walked through the door. I was not just interested in doing Black people's hair. I wanted to do whoever. It didn't matter. Hair was hair to me. And I wanted to learn how to professionally do all types of hair. Jackie took me in. I was in her shop for 6 months before I opened up my own shop. She just came out and she said, "You are ready. Ain't nothing I can teach you. Ain't nothing I can tell you. The only thing I can help you with," hold on, let me get my water. That's that cough from that mildew up there. Hold on. I went out there to get my water, y'all, and forgot I was using the water to hold up the cell phone. Hold up. Okay. Give me a minute. All the stands and everything are upstairs. But anyway, I guess so. Y'all know more about this than me because I ain't never had to be been ever bothered with this kind of stuff before in life, period. Y'all hit that like button for me. Um, Vanessa says she see it daily. Well, I guess I've been a sheltered person because I ain't never seen no hating and no jealousy like this stuff here. And nosy. Hell, y'all so nosy. Vanessa say, right, Ms.V, my neighbors seen me today for the first time in a week. They know I be gone sometimes. I said, I've been inside. Yeah, you can't tell them now that you leaving home. Well, actually, my husband started that. When we were traveling all the time, he would always say, if you're going to put that stuff out there on Facebook, Wait till we get back home and then put your pictures out there. I learned that from him. I learned a lot from him. A man born in Baltimore comes up rough, tough, and hardcore. So he knew, me being a Southern girl, I was real hospitable, real kind, real nice. Um, don't want to see nobody hurt. Don't want to see nobody upset. Don't want to see nobody ill. I want the best for people, not the worst for people. And can get along with anybody until you do stuff like this. Now, see, that changed the game with me and her now. I ain't too apt to be even holding a conversation, although we've never talked about anything personal other than where I live and where she live. Okay, what cities we live in. I don't know what neighborhood. I don't know nothing. Because I ain't never going there. I never had any intentions of going there. So it just changes the course of things for me because now it's like I got this trust thing. Once you break your trust factor with me, I'm pretty much done. It's over. I ain't coming back for the second time around. You broke it once, you'll break it again. That's pretty good, those things, so they can have something on you for later. But why do you need something on a person? Nothing remains the same forever. You may be down today and up tomorrow. You could be dead broke today and win lottery tonight. Somebody could die and leave you an inheritance. Nothing stays the same. Life changes. It's when it doesn't change, that's how you get stuck in a rut and get stagnated out here. Hey, Jersey girl. My video is clear and beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I'm down here in the business room. So I'm probably on their Wi-Fi. Ian is in the building. He said Malcolm X was a great man. I agree. Okay. It won't make sense because we're not like that. I am not a jealous person. Me either. I don't see no reason to be jealous. It's not going to put any food on the table, no money in the bank, no clothes on my back, no car for me to drive. It only tears you up internally because you got to come out here huffing and puffing and just cussing and fussing and just raising hell all the time. How could that be good for your blood pressure, your internal organs, your heart? It's beating too fast. You upset. You upset at somebody out here in a virtual world. You upset. It's just like, I don't know that lady like that. I've worked with her a whole year, but I can't tell y'all no more than what I just told y'all about. That's all I know. And I've been nice to her. Whenever I bring food or whatever, I always offer some food. Spoken facts. Hello, Ms.V in chat. I wanted to respectfully come out of the bushes and say no lies told. You speaking all truth. I'm so glad you're coming out the bushes. A lot of y'all are coming out the bushes. There was no reason for you to ever be in the bush. Well, I on my end, okay? I can't speak for who has been in my chat. There are people who don't care for certain people, and these chats out here now build bonds, and they go from chat to chat, speaking. They're not really listening too much to the commentary. Every now and then you can look down and you can read a comment. And that's a different thing from when I started looking at YouTube and Facebook. It's life has changed completely. But thank you, and you're always welcome, Spoken Facts. Sting is speaking to you. It's Floor with the Edwards. Hello, how you doing? Welcome back. Content creators, y'all. I try to point them out when I get to them. I hope I haven't missed any. If I did, Kendra's Corner, I saw her. Can't remember if I saw anybody else. Exactly. Once you break trust, it's hard to get it back. Yes, it is. And I'm real leery of that. Because I always think in my mind, you did it once, you'll do it again. Seriously. I don't want to go back around you no more. I mean, you can apologize, you can say, I'm sorry, but once words are spoken, they can never be retracted. Never. And And then the idea you want me to apologize to you because you think I'm rude, because I'm telling you to get out of my business. Why were you standing there just look? You saw what it was. You saw at the top what it said. And you're just standing there. And I turn around. You know how you can feel somebody watching you? And there you are. But then to find out you didn't even need to be off in there much less looking at my computer. Everybody's on a computer. Why are you looking at mine? You first said it's because you was trying to see how to do it. But then you let the cat out the bag when you said, you don't even have to do that. You didn't do it last year. So that let me know. You were just being a little nosy, little lady. Hey, Reba, how you doing? I'm not going to worry my spirit being jealous. It's too late in the evening. I ain't going to look. If you was going to be jealous, you probably should have done it when you were younger, when you could get out there and you could work from sun up to sundown, or you could figure out some things that you could do. I don't even want to do nothing else but what I'm doing right now. My cousin called me today about the other job that I had, and she was saying the holdup is the man ordered hybrid cars, and they are on order, and they haven't come in yet, and that's the reason why he hasn't called me yet. So I was like, well, why don't he just go on set up the test so I'll be ready and I can go straight to work when the cars come in. She said, think about it. My cousin's pretty sharp too. She said, he pays for those tests. Those tests are $2,500 a pop to take. And if he paid for the test and you already licensed by the state, you could go somewhere else and start to work. And I thought about it. I said, he's a damn sure can. He's a very smart businessman. I ain't taking it from him. But it's still in the motion. Okay. And the new hybrids, she said, that are coming in have a brake pedal and an accelerator. And the ones that he has now only have a brake pedal, which is safer for me as a driver's education instructor to have a brake pedal and accelerator. Can you put me a steering wheel over there too, just in case I need to turn it back a little bit this way, turn it back a little bit that way? Because everybody can't drive. Everybody is not going to be able to get off the parking lot. Some people, you take them from the parking lot through the neighborhoods to the freeway, okay? And you take them at your own pace, for as long as they're paying the money to come. And then at some point, you just tell them, I'm sorry, but we just can't get off the parking lot. You can't parallel park. You can't pull up to a parking space without being on the lines. You didn't stop at the stop sign that was in the parking lot, so you're not going to stop at it on the street. You driving too fast in the parking lot. I'm finna take you in a neighborhood. There's going to be signs in the neighborhood that's going to be very, very slow because kids are playing. It is a neighborhood, okay? You got to slow down. All kind of stuff. But that's another challenge, and that's something else I want to do when I leave the kids. Hey, Jennifer Allen, yep, reminds me of that song Quincy Jones and George Benson made, Everything Must Change. It does, and it will. I don't see nothing that's the same 10 years ago. Very few things remain the same in life. Spoken Facts is saying 100. Explore with the Edwards. Hi, Ms.V. Sometimes people are jealous of your looks. I'm 70 years old. Get out of here with that. How you going to be jealous of a 70-year-old? Well, if you jealous of me now, you couldn't have handled me at 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, because I really didn't start aging until my husband passed a couple of years ago. I lost a lot of sleep. I slept all day long, but was up all night long when everybody else was asleep. Yep. But I guess, excuse me, got a mildew problem in my place. And they got the big fans and all that stuff going, so I haven't been able to be in there, but I stayed in there a week, probably too long, and now I got a cough. Um, your personality, how people like and respect you, not just what you have, is crazy. I'm glad y'all in here trying to explain this to me. But when I read it, I get it, but I don't get it with me because I try to treat everybody the same. There are some people who have come through my life that want to be closer to me than others, and they get their feelings hurt when they realize ain't nobody more special in my life than the other one. People are people. For as long as they respect me, I'm going to respect them. You treat me right, I'm going to treat you right. I don't have no reason to do anything harmful to you. I'm afraid of God. I'm really scared of him. That's the only person I fear. And I don't want that coming back on me or my children or my children's children paying for my sins. No. But I guess God protection on me. Hey, lady. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Sting is speaking. Things have changed since the C word. Yeah, I think we got locked down too long. Prices went too high. The struggle is real now. And a lot of people may be taking their frustrations out on you because it seems like you're still moving and you still shaking and you still have and you still doing this and you still doing that. But is that my fault? Did I hold you down along the way? Am I asking you for anything? Queen, I think they're jealous of your vibrant energy and confidence. I am who I am. I don't see a need to change. It's not always looks. It can be the way you handle things in life, good and bad. I just tackle the situation head on, Kendra, with almost anything in life. Just think about all the things that I've been through with y'all knowing what's going on in my life for the last, since the new year came in. The accident with the car, the friend backing into the car, and then she stopped speaking after she backs into my car. Then having to put the car in the shop 3 or 4 times, and the dashboard was still lighting up. What else? The Wi-Fi issues. I mean, I could just go on and on. The accident back last March at transportation and injuring my knee, not even being able to make the end of school, being on workman's comp all summer long when I really was supposed to be drawing all of my money. I'm only drawing 70% of my money. I ain't let that bother me. Then the cell phones acting up, the towers with T-Mobile. So your videos were all blurred up and crazy looking. It's just been one thing after another. I got this thing about you're never going to get rid of the husband's memories in this house because there's too many memories of him in this house. Now that he's gone, you need to switch up and you need to move on. So I started with the bedroom and I took everything out, completely emptied the room because it reminded too much of my days with him. It went and bought everything brand new, tore up the kitchen, and just went through the house taking things out that was too much of a memory to see every day, and tried to start moving in my own direction with my own life. Y'all have gone through all of that with me. And I kept a cool head about it, even though sometimes it got to be frustrating because the Wi-Fi man didn't come out one time. He been coming out ever since last year. And I'm not even sure if it's still working up there now. I don't let it bother me. I can't. It's too much. It will stress you out. It'll run your blood pressure up. It might have organs failing. No, I want to stay healthy. I want mentally and physically. Hey, Stephanie, good evening. The devil is a liar. Miss V, I think you are absolutely beautiful for 70. Indeed. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. Through it all, you keep it classy and you keep it moving and you stay positive. That irritates people. So I guess I'm going to irritate a lot of people before I leave out of here. That's what you're saying, Kendra? Because I see no need to. I don't want to change. I like who I am. Most of the people do get along with me. I like the friends who have been in my life all my life. I cherish them dearly because we are getting older and we are departing the scene here. Um, I couldn't see myself as a hateful person. I can't see myself as an evil person. I can't see myself in nobody else's business. I can't see myself doing any of the things I don't do. You know, I've been accused of being a drunk and my eyes look drunk and all this. And I'm saying, that's so stupid because I work at a school system where we're drug tested. Before this, I worked at Amoco Chemicals, a chemical plant where we were drug tested. How could you go all these years and pass these drug tests? It's just like people will say anything. I came out here today, we were talking about Walmart owing me my $53 because they overcharged me on my bill it was August the 27th when I went in there. And they were supposed to debit the money back to my account and they never did. But somebody came in the chat, a troll, and said, you stole it. And I'm showing y'all a receipt. It's the weirdness, I think, of people that really is disproportionate in my life. And I don't want to think that I'm better than them, but I am. Because I would never go into nobody's chat and say all the stupid stuff they say. You looking for attention, but it's making you look stupid. You obviously want to be in here because, they trolled up in here at lunchtime like crazy. And sometimes they troll certain chats. So you know it's the same people. And why do you need to sit behind the scenes and make all these multiple pages? That's such a waste of time. You're not woman or man enough to come out and face the music and tell a person. I'm never going to go behind the scene with no fake pages. I got 2 pages out here. One I don't even use, Chatting with Ms.V and Friends, I think it is. I made it for a music channel. I don't even have time to go over there anymore and play music on the channel. And Chatting with Ms.V. That's it. I'll be damn if I have time to sit up and make some fake pages to go mess with somebody and talk crazy to them. No, ma'am, don't. Let's see, it jumped. Hold on. No, ma'am, don't you change for anybody. You are who you are. It's the jealous person's problem, not yours. And that's the way I look at it. Now, I get that. I say all the time, Explore with the Edwards, that my problem ain't your problem, and I'm glad it's not, because it's a lot of people out here with some serious damn issues. All you do is listen to them and how they address themselves. I have better things to do with my time than to troll people. Exactly. It's not going to change who that person is. So you want to get cursed out because most of them do. I don't. A lot of times I tell you to let them stay in here. I don't even care. The trolls are hilarious. Some of the most empty people we will ever encounter. And that's very true, Kendra. You have a lot of them over there on your page too. And they can say some of the dumbest stuff. It's like, you pass irritating. You know you're not crazy. Well, yeah, I know I'm not crazy, Stephanie. I know they're crazy for even doing the things they're doing. I never thought I was crazy, but the things they doing are actually crazy to me. It's beyond me. I can't even think that low or think that gutter or want to be that evil to bother people. Alex has dropped the channel link in here for me, and I appreciate that, for you to subscribe, like, and share. They want to get a reaction from you. No, I don't have a reaction for them. Don't let them pull you into their man. Oh no. They've been trying, homestyle, and you've been over here a long time, and you know they have been trying for a long time with the lies and the stuff, and I have had to come out here and debunk a whole lot of lies, including that my deceased husband was fake. I think that's the worst lie they could have put out here, knowing or not knowing what I was going through. Why would you do that? And just kept going. Let's see. But you don't have to worry, homestyle. I won't. Okay, Reba's saying, Kendra, you lying? Yeah. They lie lots out here on YouTube because they don't know you. They don't know nothing about you. They just bring out stuff just to get views. And then the silly people in that chat don't question them as, man, how would you know that when you ever been around this woman? You ever been on her bank account? You ever spent a night in her home? Do you know anybody that knows her? Why would you do that? Why would you come out here and make you belittle yourself like that? Because that's what you're doing. I don't get it. Queen, there are so many loose narcissistic on these streets. Yeah, and they let you know who they are. It's sad that the people they attract are just like them now. I don't want to attract those kind of people. Narcissistic people who want to control you and dictate to you and lie on you and try to hold you down. That ain't bringing them up. You holding me down ain't. First of all, you're not smart enough to see that the people who are coming over here with me ain't gonna be with you, and vice versa. I'm not keeping up no drama for them to want to be over here. We laugh, we tease, we have fun, we kid. You know, I have a lot of energy. There are days that I just come out here and laugh myself silly about crazy things that I have done. Share my stories, share my life, talk about topics of interest to y'all. Sometimes y'all email me, like Miss Jackie wants to talk about Social Security, retirement plans and stuff like that. We've hit on that. It's another video out here about the retirement plans, but I never really got that deep off into Social Security. And this much I want to tell you, Miss Jackie, about Social Security. I did not draw mine until I was 66. I did get a printout about 10 years, I guess maybe around 55. I went down to the Social Security office to see what I would get from 55 to 70, I believe. And they printed out the whole thing. It took a little time too. And we used to get those computer printouts in the mail once or twice a year. I haven't seen it. I thought maybe it was because I'm drawing my Social Security. I don't get them anymore. But Miss Diane was telling me on the bus today, she's not Social Security age yet. I think she's around 57. And she doesn't get them anymore. And that's what I was telling her. You might need to go down there and make you an appointment and sit down. And they will actually estimate based on what you have paid in, what you made, what you're going to get each year. And it's pretty much true, down to the cent. But I made a mistake because what I didn't know, I should have drawn at 65. And I'm going to suggest to a lot of y'all to do the same, because listen to me and listen to me good. I drew at 66 because I was always told 66 and a half was the ideal age. It's not. Listen to what I'm saying. If you draw at 65, you're actually better off, because I was 66 when I started drawing mine. I lost that whole year at 65 that I will never, ever get again. They don't go back and retroactively pay you back from 66 to 65. That's lost. They start at 66. The few dollars that you're going to get over from 65 to 66 is not worth that whole year of what you lost. Because once you get that printout, you will see it's only $100 here, $100 there. So let's just say from 65 to 66, I would have gotten $100 more. This is just making up a number, okay? That's only $1,200. Think about what you do make in a year from Social Security. It's going to be over 30. So the cap on it, when I got mine, was $3,800. That was the most you could make. It didn't make no difference how much you paid in. I don't know if they've changed it or not, but that's the cap, okay? So I told y'all, I started off with mine and what I had paid in. When I started drawing at 66, my husband passed at 68. He had not drawn but one Social Security check before he passed because he was waiting till 70. It didn't benefit him. It benefits me, the survivor, because I get the difference in what I was making and what he would have gotten had he lived. They don't give you his, like just take his and give it to you. No, they give you the difference between what yours is and what his is that brings it up to his. You still keep yours. And the reason why you keep yours is if I chose to go and remarry again, the difference from mine to his is $800 a month. I'm going to lose that $800. And I'm going back to mine. That's why you don't just transfer his name over on your account. You see what I'm saying? That's why. Right, Ms.V, I'm on Social Security SSA disability. Yes. And then I understand from a friend of mine who was on disability, when she got 65, then she went to straight Social Security. They took her off of disability. And she's now getting paid for what she paid in during those years before she went on disability. I don't know if it's more or less because I don't get into people's business like that. She just gave me that information. And I said, oh, I didn't know how that worked because I've never been on Social Security disability before. Okay? So whatever it is, that's what she's going to get for life. Unless she marries somebody and they happen to have made more and she goes on theirs. But I still got a question about that also. My ex-husband and I were married almost 20 years, 19 and a half years. And his Social Security is going to be more than a deceased husband. That's my question. Can I go on his if he passes away? Just a question in my mind. Okay? It's 19 and a half years of my life I was with him. He's not married. I'm not married. They probably will say no, but I'm still going to ask. You got hurt on the job years ago, same as me. I'm 65, Ms.V. Yes. So when y'all looking at going on Social Security, you better go down there and talk to those people. They need to raise the Social Security at least now because of the cost of living and because you pay in way more than you'll ever receive. People normally don't live long enough to get all their money back out of it. And they're not giving you, but say the cap is still $3,800. That's not the cost of living now where we're living now. That was probably great 20 years ago, maybe. But look at how life has changed and how much stuff costs now. Even houses 20 years ago, a $300,000 home 20 years ago was a hell of a home. Especially here in Texas, you got land galore and you got house. Now, a $300,000 house is an average home. If you don't get over $500,000, you ain't getting a lot of amenities and no crown molding, no. You might get hardwood floors in a couple of rooms. You ain't finna get a whole lot of a house, and it's gonna be cramped up on a little bit of land. And that's in the South where things have always been bigger and better. It's whichever husband that was the recent spouse were. Okay, that would have been the last one then. My hubby just turned 65 as well. He's retiring soon. Okay, very good, Vanessa. That's why a lot of widows don't want to marry again. That's why this one, I don't know you that well, and you come up in here and I have to tell you to get out, and then I'm gonna be crying twice. Baby, no. I'll be very honest with you. And I told y'all that from the start. I ain't want no man up in here with me. What did I tell y'all? Wine me, dine me, you go to your house and I'm coming to mine. No, you're not finna mess that up for me. I'm too old. I don't want to be going out there. I cannot go and do what I have done. My body won't let it. My mind won't let me. And I don't want to. Okay? The overtime days for me going out there making double time and time and a half and all those days are behind me. And if I'm happy where I am with the money I'm bringing in, I don't care nothing about his. Okay, spend it on me then. If you care that much about me, but we ain't got to be married and you ain't got to be living up in my home. Nope. Okay, let's see. They need to raise it. Yeah. Wow, I understand now. Yep. Something about disability up here. Okay, I got it. That's true. Got to take care of self. Exactly. I mean, it's nobody but me, myself, and I now. I don't depend on nobody to take care of me. My sister got her own life. My daughter got her own life. I'm not trying to be a burden on nobody. I always tell God, if I can't take care of me, you can take me on with you. I don't want nobody burdened down with me, having to do everything, feed me, bathe me. I don't want that. I'd rather be gone on the real. I know that's right. I've never get married again. I don't want to. They said she has to go to work for 2 years to get hers. Oh, okay. I know when I was in Baltimore, there was a break in my work period. I had paid off all of my Social Security in those 20 years that I worked for Amoco because of the money I made and the amount that they took out. But then I had a break from work when I married the last husband because I didn't work. Well, when I looked at if I went back to work, I think I needed 2 years. It was going to bump me way up with those 2 years. That's when I went and worked as a flight attendant. Worked for Hertz in DC, worked out of St. Louis and Vancouver. I was working for that Social Security to bump it up. It's the smartest move I ever made. Who would have thought my husband would be calm? I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just looking at the difference in the money, and I'm still able to get up and go do it. And it all worked out to the advantage. So now I'm at the top. I can't draw no more than I'm drawing. I don't care what the difference is. I can lose and go back down to mine now. Yeah, it's the way it is. She said she can't do it. She's in pain. And there are going to be a lot of days that you're going to wake up in pain just because. Some days I wake up and my shoulder's hurting. I ain't did nothing but went to sleep, laid on it. It don't feel good. I go to rubbing, smelling like liniment. I don't care. As long as the pain stops.
and it's gone, and then you might wake up, it might be the knee or the leg the next day. Who knows? It's aging. Deal with it. Alex Lane, she has to contact somebody to help her get disability if she can't physically work. Yes, and sometimes you may have to get a lawyer to help you. Because they go turn you down a couple of times from my understanding at Social Security. Yeah, they just don't, because you disabled, hand it to you the first time. They take you through a whole lot of changes, a whole lot of doctor's appointments and all that stuff. And eventually you'll get it. But you got to stay on your grind. Hey T Mac, how you doing, sugar? Welcome. Thanks, Kendra. I will let her know, says Alex. Okay. Your hair is cute. Thank you. Next week is the week. I gotta go get it done again. That's another thing. I got edges now, but I ain't heard that woman come out here and say nothing about my edges. When I came out here, I had wigged and weaved it all off. Baldness, and I couldn't say nothing. But then I grew it back in about 2 months. Uh-huh. I ain't heard her say a word now about the edges. But that was just conversation. My edges. This is my hair. This is my body. This is my face. Why does it bother you? I don't get it. I don't. Never said a word about hers. Don't care. Alex, I'm not losing my Social Security for something that may not work out. I know that's right, Sting. Mm-mm. Like I say, come on over here, wine me, dine me, spend all the money you want to spend on me. It was nice. I really enjoyed it. You have a nice night. See you later. Yeah. Bye-bye. Vanessa saying amen. Go back up, Ms. V, and read my message. Okay, Alex. Hold on. Uh, hold on, Alex. I gotta get this. She said she can't do it. No, I gotta go further than that. They said she has to go to work for 2 years to get hers. I gotta go back. They told a friend of mine she was points short on Social Security. She is 70. So when her lawsuit money in, she is going to be in trouble. She is points short on Social Security. Well, wait a minute. Is she already 70? So when her lawsuit money ends, she is going to be in trouble. Why she can't just draw whatever it is that she's gonna draw, or go on now and get her something to do, even if she have to work from home. Find her something that she's paying in to get those few points she needs. I get she's 70. I'm 72. That's what I would do. I get out there and I find me something to get those points. Because she done lost a lot of money anyway. If she's 70, she done lost 5 years. 36.90. She done lost probably about 150,000 already that she could have been drawing. I know that's right. I'll never get married again. Let me go on back down here where I was. Alex, I don't know what to tell you in that case right there. Because I would have went out there as soon as I found out, and I'd have made those points. I mean, what's lost is lost. It's never coming back again. Not with Social Security. You count that as a X, a zero, a null, a void, or however you want to look at it. Alex Lang, okay, I read all of that. Let me get on back down here to the end here. I went back and read Alex's message. I spoke to T-Mac. Yes, ma'am. They turned my husband down many, many times. Yeah, they will. And eventually you'll get it. But most people I know have had to get an attorney to help them. Bury him alive after I whooped him with the weakest shovel, Rio de. Okay, baby, I don't know what you're talking about. Blow signs. Come in here and make some sense, okay? Because what we talking about is business, okay? Things that's gonna affect you later in life. Yes, the speed of disability approvals depends on the type of disability you have. Okay, Kendra, that's good information to know for a lot of people. I'll never have to worry about that because I've already started drawing mine. Hey, Riri, how you doing? Welcome. If she cannot physically work, her situation is completely different, correct? So, right there, Kendra, can she just go and draw whatever they're going to give her? Or are you saying that she doesn't have enough points to draw? I'm not understanding that, Alex. Even if I did have a lawsuit, I would still have worked. They're saying that she couldn't work. See? Yes, somebody didn't tell her something. Thank you, Ms.V. and everybody. You're welcome. Yeah, and you will be dismayed by the things that people will tell you because, like I said, I went and I got the paper of how much I would make every month. You know, down through the years from 55 to 70. But what I didn't realize is I didn't stop to really look at the difference between 65 and 66 on how much I would actually get by waiting. It wasn't worth it. I lost um, over 30,000 waiting that 1 year. Counted as a loss. It's gone. She got hit by a bus thing. Well, she ought to get some good money out of that because if she can't never work again, baby, she better not settle for the first settlement. She need to be very truthful with whoever is helping her with that case and let them know, look, I might not have that many years left here, but I need to be comfortable. I need to make sure I got enough money to pay the whatever's left on my medical bills, because if she's just on Medicare alone, that's only 80% without a supplemental. 20% could add up big time these days. If you stay in the hospital for a while, have to have surgery, come down with a major ailment like, God forbid, cancer or dialysis even, those are some major bills. I know about the dialysis part of it, having taken care of my brother with a room full of Baxter boxes. And you got to have, he had to have four, wait a minute, it was 2 at midday because he had to do 1 hour at midday. He was on home dialysis. And then 1, 2, 3 at night. Mm-hmm. And then all the supplies that go along with it. And even the big bags that you have to buy, you can't use regular storage bags to put that stuff in. It has to be that biodegradable plastic. It's really thick. All those tubes have to go into different bags and stuff like that. And even a clip could be $20, $30. The tubing is very expensive. All the alcohol and all the bandages and all the other stuff you need and all the medications. He had a carousel of medications on his dresser. Where the machine was by his reclining chair, so he could sit in his reclining chair during the day and do his dialysis. And at night, he could lay down and draw the pole up to the bed and do his dialysis all night long. When you do it all night long like that, that's very draining and very hard on your body. Yeah. He would have been better off to have gone into a center and had them do it. Because if anything happens at home, you don't have that nurse. You don't have that doctor like you do in the center. But he wouldn't listen. He did it his way. And he's no longer here today. If she is disabled, she has some benefits she can draw. My mom didn't work and she received disability. So yes, there are benefits for her. She can not work. Okay, Kendra. Kendra's giving us some very good information on that, Alex. The lawsuit came from getting hit by a bus. Like I say, I hope she got enough out of that lawsuit, because sometimes they'll offer you the low bid first to see if you're going to bite on it. And to a lot of people, it's more money than they've ever had in life, and they take it. But if they say no, look, my medical bills are this, this, and that, and they can justify where they need more money, they'll get it. So don't be so quick to grab the first bait that they put out there to you. You need to have 40 points in order to collect Social Security, right? I don't know. I've been collecting mine for 5 years. Wait, 66 to 70. What is that? 4 years? Now, and I don't remember how many points I needed when I started, but I was already 66 and I had made all the points I needed because I went back to work the last 2 years. I guess I was 63 when I went back to work, and made those points that I needed. To just to say she taking note, it'll be here before you know it. It sure will. Pay in now to have something later. And it makes a big difference when you have Social Security and retirement. A lot of people won't have anything because they didn't pay into it when they get ready to retire, but their retirement. And I can tell you about the retirement too. When you first retire, your retirement is great because it's based on the cost of living, what you're making right then. The retirement I have now, I've had it since 99. It's not the same in 2024. It's not the same money. It doesn't go as far now as it did then. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So I thank God for both of them. Yeah. Social services will tell you where to apply for benefits, but you have to ask. Okay, thank you, Kendra. Exactly, Ms.V. They need to give her a large settlement. For real. For real, for real. She don't need to be even thinking about nothing less than $1 million, because $1 million ain't nothing these days. It's really not. With the bills that you have in your house at this time and how much they have gone up, just your common bills, your light bill, your water bill, cable bill. You know, we used to watch TV for free or with some antennas and some foil paper on there. Those days are gone. You're going to pay now if you want some channels. You can get up to 1,000 channels on YouTube, but you're going to pay for it. I was down at Miss Margaret's house the other day. She's the only person in her house. And she on the go just like me. But her water bill was $120. That's what it's running every month. All she do is wash her clothes, wash her body, and cook with it. And that's $120. No car washing, no watering the grass, none of that. And that's on a fixed income for a 79-year-old woman. It's pitiful, it's sad, and it seems nobody cares. They were supposed to pay her forever. I think she should get another lawyer. And if I were her in her case, I don't think I would have taken a forever payment. I think I want my whole lump sum because I'm smart enough to invest it and let my money make me money. Don't give me no monthly thing and then I never get all my money because I don't make it to the end to get all my money at 70 years old. Lump sum me. Okay? It's just me now. Hey, JP. Right, I got hurt on my job and sued their butts. Got a lawyer, even got my disability. Exactly. Vanessa. I recommend everybody go online and look at their Social Security account and see how many points they have. Excuse me. And how much you'll be able to collect when you turn 65 or 67. Yes, Riri, that's what I had told them in the beginning. That's what I did. And don't be sitting up there talking about waiting behind 65 because Look at what you're going to make at 66, bring it home versus 65 and see if it's worth it to you to wait. In my case, it wasn't. Mm-mm. I take 30 some thousand versus 1,200 because I don't even think it was $1,200 between um 65 and I think it was more thinking back, it was more like $800. Mm-hmm. And with the cost of living going up as it has, I'd have been better off. Um, Sting says she had enough points to draw her Social Security at 62. You don't get full Social Security though at 62. That's the only thing. You can draw early like that. But when I looked at 62 and I looked at 65, there was quite a bit of difference between 62 and 65. And that's when I made my decision. I'm going to wait. I'm going to go back out there. I'm going to get these points and I'm going to draw at 65. But listening to the people out there in life, in the real world, talking about 66 and a half is the ideal time. Looking back, I should have gone at 65. Hey, Chico Sticks, how you doing? This is something else that is often forgotten about, the 401k plans that have been paid into from past employees. I'm waiting on one now. Kendra, from my husband, they called me up in March and we've already settled the estate and everything. But there was one at Fidelity that he had when he first started working for Verizon. It wasn't even Verizon then. It was called another telephone company because he had been through 4 different names of companies when he actually retired from Verizon. That was his main job. So Fidelity called me up in March and said that they had found one back when he was in his 20s when he started working there. And it was not included in the settlement. So I had to send in death certificate, marriage license, and get back in contact with the attorney that handled the estate to let her know what was going on. And then they had to open it back up again. And it has taken from March until now, and I still haven't received it yet. Yeah. And it's just one of those that he was a single person when he did that, and he did not put a beneficiary on it at all. The state of Maryland was about to take it within, I think they told me 3 days. But it just so happened Fidelity was audited and they found it and contacted me, the next of kin. So I need to call next week and find out, well, what's going on with it now? What's taking so long now? Because I've sent the information in. They contacted me in March and I sent all the information in the 1st of April, and this is now September. So I had put that on my little list of things to do. But you're right. You have to look at those 401ks and all those company name changes and all of that. And your money was here and it moved over there. Did it really move? Yep. Something to think about. Alex, yes, please do. She probably has a worse sonic case. My stepdad had money floating around that I eventually looked into and got his money. Mama kept hollering about them letters, they were coming. Yeah, I was just blessed that Fidelity was audited, because otherwise the state of Maryland would have picked it up and I never would have known it. Never. Because when we went to Fidelity, they gave everything that was in there. Okay? His retirement, he had taken a partial retirement, his 401ks with this company that had moved over, and this company and that company. And that, so far as we knew, and the lawyer knew, and everybody else, that was the end. To find out, no, it wasn't. So again, I feel like I'm being blessed from the grave. Ms.V, she got hit 20 years ago. Oh, wow. For some reason, the company keep fighting her every 6 years. You know why they fighting her? Because they trying to keep that money. And they making interest off that money that she should have. When it first happened, they paid. Now it's been 20 years, they acting shady. She better get her a good lawyer and go on and get her money. Miss V, do you think it's best to take a pay settlement from a pension from a job you had years ago? Miss V, do you think it's best to take a pay settlement? What you mean, a lump sum settlement? From a pension from a job you had years ago? At my age, everything coming in lump sum, baby. I'll pay the taxes on it because I got sense enough to go up there and reinvest it and make me some money on it. I don't want you paying me out nothing. I could go to sleep tonight and not wake up in the morning and not have nothing. Give me my money. I'm gonna show you I'm smarter than I look. Um, wow, maybe it was GTE. I used to work for them. He did work for GTE, but it was a L or something. Chico Sticks, one of the first ones, and I'm thinking that's the 401k that this one is coming from. I'm not that familiar with the phone companies up there on the East Coast, the names they used to be, because he always worked in that Baltimore, D.C. area. When he retired as area manager for Virginia, D.C., and Baltimore. So I'm not, and that would have been with Verizon, the retirement, the final company. But it was like 4 different ones in all those years he worked for them, because he would have worked for them right at 40 years. Yeah. Did a lot of other things in between, construction and stuff like that. He was a commercial builder. Built a couple of buildings there in Baltimore. There's a dog walk out of BWI Airport. There's a Chinese restaurant that he built there. And he's got quite a few things with his name on it there. But that was more of a hobby for him than the real job that actually got him out the hood, out the ghetto, and brought him out of Baltimore into Catonsville, into Woodbridge Valley, raised his children, and afforded him the lifestyle that he wanted to live came from there. hmm And the other was like extra money. He was just a smart man, and he knew how to do a lot of things. Scouting, he kept busy. He always had 2 and 3 jobs. Yeah. Yes, ma'am, it was, but it's enough to sustain my lifestyle and not living with my sister. Exactly. And that's another thing. You do what's best for you and what benefits you. We're all different. We're all in different places in our lives, and we all have different lifestyles, and we all have different incomes. So whatever works for you may not work for me, and vice versa. But you have to do you when it comes down to the bitter end, because that's it and that's all and that's forever. Nothing changes with that. Once you seal the deal, it's over. Okay. So for more years, she got, then she is cut. Oh, so you're saying she has 4 more years and then she's cut. That's when she was trying to fall on SSI. They said she is short. Oh wow, she got a predicament. That's a legal issue. She's got there. She's gonna have to get some outside help because it's too much for her. That would be too much for me, and I'm not disabled. I just don't want to deal with all of that legal jargon. I'd rather for him to get his little cut out of there and go on, give me the rest of it and let me go. Because it still would be enough, whatever it is. If she got hit by a bus, she better not even be looking at less than $1 million. Um, hey friend, how's it going? Alex, and tell her not to do anything she shouldn't be doing. Workers' compensation and SS will watch her. And workers' compensation ain't about nothing. And for the first time in my life, I was on it this past summer when I was injured on the bus. Um, and they only give you 70% of the pay. And then, of course, you got to go to their doctors, and you ain't nothing never wrong with you when you go to the doctor. I just went down there and told them, I think it was in July, look, just take me off of this so I can go to my own doctor and get the help that I need. I'm walking around here crippled, dragging my leg on crutches one week without the crutches on the dick. Ain't nothing helping. I'm still in pain. I got to go get the help I need for my knee, okay? And I just told him I signed me off, whatever I got to sign to get out from under you, because you writing to the folks every time I come in there, raise your knee. Let me see how far you can elevate it out. That ain't helping the situation. Shoot, you gonna tell them anyway, ain't nothing wrong. Vanessa, I will pass the info. Thank you so much. You're welcome. And I'm glad y'all were able to come in and help somebody tonight, because it sounds like she's in dire need at her age and disabled too. She need her money. Yes, Ms.V, you will be getting something. That's a blessing. Yeah. Good subject. We are all learning, Ms.V. Yes, we all learn from each other. One hand is feeding the other. Thanks. That's why I've been trying to decide. I received a letter about it. Miss Jackie, you got to look at a lot of things. Is your house paid for? Do you have a home? Or do you have a lot of bills that need to be paid off before you start taking it? Are all the children grown and on their feet where you don't have to take money out your household to help them? Add up all the expenses that you have in your home right now, and then look at what you're going to get. Okay? And go from there. You smart enough to have made it. You're smart enough to figure it out. Absolute. Do you work best for you? So think it through and pray on it before jumping. Don't do nothing, no hasty decisions, because once you sign on the dotted line, you cannot go back and retract it. It's over. Right, Miss V, I got stuck in that workman's compensation thing called a Medicare set aside, which I still get dollars from my lawsuit annually until the dollar is gone, which is supposed to be for injuries as well. Is she talking about SSI or SSDI, says Riri. Alex. And guess what, Miss V? They will say that you were overpaid through workman's comp. They better not, because ain't nothing they gonna get back. They wasn't sending me nothing no way. It wasn't like I'm making a lot of money down there now. If I had been on one of the other jobs that I've worked in my life, then it would probably be a problem. But this here, baby, they better go on, leave me alone for real. Miss V said no legal issues. I ain't got time for that. I can't handle it. We learn something every day. And I'm glad y'all do. The channel is education, inspiration, motivation, and humor. And the humor is about me. I appreciate y'all coming in. We've been on here an hour and 33 minutes. Ms. V smart. I don't know if I'm smart. I'm just a rational person that think logical. That's the way I like to think. Ms. V, I had to pay back 14,000. I was pissed. Baby, they come from me for 14,000. I'm gonna be disabled, okay? I can't work no more. Y'all can't take it because I need this to live. I'll fix it some kind of something where they ain't finna take my money, okay? I ain't gonna be able to do that. I appreciate y'all coming in. I hope y'all have learned a lot. See it this afternoon. This was one of the subjects Miss Jackie wanted to talk about, retirement. So we hit on the Social Security tonight, and we'll come back and we'll hit on the 401ks. We've talked about it a little bit. But the main thing I say about the 401ks is, while you are working and you are making money, don't sit there and not get in it. Okay? Each 401k plan from each individual job could be totally different. The one I had at Amico paid dollar for dollar. We had 3 splits in the stock. And every time the stock splits, you're going to make money. Leave that money alone, because if you're taking that money out before you are, I believe it was 59 and a half, they tax the hell out of you. Because some of the money is pre-tax and some of it is not. And they going to decide whether to take it from pre-tax or whatever. But it's best that you look at that as a retirement. Okay? Unless you have to have it for some reason. You know, there's some reasons where you may have to go into it if you uh, fall short on money, and maybe your husband passed away and you don't have his income anymore. Maybe you're trying to get a kid out of college, or maybe your health gets bad and you have to go into it for medical reasons or whatever. But if you don't, I suggest you leave it alone, because you're going to need it when you get where I am. Okay. Good night to everybody. Love you guys. Thank y'all for coming in. Hit the like button for me on the way out. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow. It's Saturday. And hopefully they have the computers working. If not, I'll go over to Tasha's house and use her computer for y'all's membership giveaways. Because I forget, y'all. I really do. I don't be thinking about that because that's something new. But I need to give it to y'all this month. Yes, and if you draw early retirement, they penalize you each year until retirement age costs a lots of money you could be spending later. Correct, Kendra? Okay. Y'all take care until we meet again. It's been fun. Much love to you. Good night. Thank you, Miss Jackie. You said good information. Okay, y'all take care and have a good night. See y'all tomorrow.